Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Hawaiian Shirt Friday. Let's
Okay,
start a trend.
what are we going to talk about?
Um, what about organic intelligence? No, artificial intelligence.
Oh,
That's what
that
it's
thing.
called.
That thing.
Yes.
Okay, since we don't have organic, we need artificial, right?
Yes, correct. It is
Good, we
not.
got
It
that one.
is. I don't think it's produced via carbon, so I think it's inorganic, therefore artificial. So take it away. What are we
Okay,
talking
so
about?
future of AI that we have found out a couple of things last week, so we thought we'd just talk about it and just brainstorm a bit. Some is substantial that we have found, and some things is just really just speculating a little bit about what the future holds. And hey, everybody can chime in on the channel, right? I mean, there's comments below, I think.
I think that's a new feature from YouTube.
Yeah, it must
You
be.
can just now comment for the
Right.
last 20 years. So
Right,
yeah.
must be AI thing.
I think AI implemented that in 2007, 2008. So yeah, I think
Okay.
the future is here.
So in our business here at Greenham, by the way, hey, I'm Sven Schaefer. This
Hey.
is Brent.
Brent.
Brent Young. He's the marketing manager. I'm the director of real estate and marketing. Keep forgetting that somehow. I don't know what the deal is. It's Friday, I guess.
It's Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
I think you know what happens with a Hawaii shirt. It lowers your IQ by 10 points.
Yeah, but it increases your BAC by a couple.
Okay, yeah, true. That's true. That's true.
So-
So yeah, hopefully you're still here. AI. So for us, AI, we talked about it in a couple of videos before already. A very useful tool that we already use, and we've seen, especially in marketing, but also in real estate, how things change very quickly. So for me, if I'm looking at a marketing perspective, I'm seeing the future as being AI being way more interactive and way more intrusive into your systems if you let them. Okay. Like checking your emails, checking your website, doing updates and all that automatically, and more voice control. So it's more going to be like a personal assistant that is just sitting next to you, that you don't just constantly feed with any kind of inputs with your thumbs, but with your voice, and that it actually works in your system and changes things for you. So what I'm foreseeing, even though this might be bad for us, but websites, for instance, I mean, I don't know how you see it, but I'm seeing in a couple of years that people just go like, hey, get me this domain. It is about, I don't know, I'm a dog kennel. I want a dog kennel website. Create that for me. It'll ask you for some pictures to upload maybe, or you can go like, hey, look at my photo gallery under dog kennel. Pick out those and just pick my about section from online and keep going from there, and just create a website for me and make it ready, and I'll see you tomorrow kind of thing. So really like an assistant. So I think that is one application that we're going to see relatively quickly.
Yeah, and just to kind of go back to what you said before about writing emails and such, we've had a form of AI for quite a while, just not what we knew as AI. So all the automatic replies to emails that you've seen in Gmail for 10 years or so,
Right.
that was an AI. That was an early onset AI, or as I like to call it, EOAI. Yeah, so we've seen it, we've known it, but it's a little bit different now. But to your point about web design and stuff to that effect, we see it. You can already put in inputs to get all of the back end of a website. You can have it develop the JavaScript and stuff like that. It's a very good coding tool, especially if you can't find the bug in code, or if you know what you want to do but you don't know how to Google it. You can say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. How do I do this? And it will spit out a few different ways to do something. But we don't just see it in web design. That's the thing. We don't just see it in email. We don't just see it in web design. We see it, as we've talked about, in search engine optimization. We see it in writing, like blog writing. And that's a very big thing right now. And there is a use case for it, and there will continue to be a use case for it. But it's not going to replace 100% of writers. There still has to be that human tone, and especially in journalism or news. So if you're a journalist, first of all, from a former journalist, I'm sorry. Secondly, you're not 100% eradicated yet. But yeah, there is a lot of use cases for it when it comes to blog writing, marketing efforts. But there still is some kickback from people about AI created designs, AI created copy. There's a big kickback. So I would warn you to know your audience. There are certain sectors where it's fine, it's encouraged, especially on the tech side of things, or local small businesses a lot of times use it. But there are sectors where it's not okay, and people will be upset that you use it and everything. So there's use cases, there's ways
Yeah.
to do it, and then there's ways to not use it, and times not to use it. But the best thing for you in business in general is to know your audience.
Right.
So
And so I'm just thinking about Facebook, and you see that all the time right now, but I'm talking about a little bit about the future. So what you see right now is that you can still, it's getting better and better, and you
mm-hmm,
see a lot of ads on TV that are AI.
mm-hmm.
But you can sort of see it, but I'm kind of thinking, how long will it take till you can't see it anymore? Because right now, if I look on Facebook, I mean, it's crazy. Every comment is like, oh, it's AI and AI BS and whatever. People are getting really upset about all that AI stuff that people are putting out there. But when is the point, and I see that in the pretty near future when you really can't distinguish it. And you already see, I mean, TV, if you see TV shows, people put underneath generative AI with AI. So I'm thinking that's a very important thing that in the future, people really indicate that. Also for personal privacy rights. I mean, taking some celebrities and making them say something could be very oopsie. There was an old video. Remember that one where the guy impersonated Tom Cruise and then he changed over into Tom Cruise? Have you ever seen that one?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
well, I think we'll link to that. It was
Okay.
a really cool video, and that was already 6, 7 years ago. So basically, it's a comedian. Can't remember his name, but he's impersonating Tom Cruise, and then AI he changes the face, just changes very subtle, and you suddenly see Tom Cruise.
Oh wow.
It's really good. And that was kind of the first part. But the other thing that I was reading last week, which is a little bit on the scary side, is basically Google is this summer they're rolling out a new program that is maybe this replacing all the searches that we know, because right now searches go only to websites, apart from the top, which we talked about, right? The top AIO is just AI, but they may have may get rid of all of that and just use agents. So in essence, your searches are going to be constantly searching. So let's say you're searching for new tennis shoes, right? And you have that you just book an agent, however that works, and then that agent is going to look for tennis shoes everywhere around the web until they find your price and your style and your shoe size. And then, in the end, most probably you can just auto order it. And it also was talking about that might be the end of online journalism when they start taking those links away. But because how going to people know if you put something out with SEO? So that is something that I see in the future. It's going to be very interesting. Interesting also for marketing companies that have to readjust to all these problems.
Yeah. And I keep doing this, but one thing to touch back on that you mentioned earlier was the AI generated stuff with the caveats at the bottom. This is AI generated. Um, Facebook, if you do anything with AI there, it says at the top AI info.
Right.
TikTok does it as well. So I'm wondering if in the future that goes away, or if we make
Yeah.
that more prominent, maybe because there are a lot of people that get duped by AI. And even the smartest of the smart people, sometimes, I'll catch myself. I'm like, let me Google that to make sure that's true, whatever it is. So
Or
there is,
ask AI.
yeah, I chat GPT.
Check yourself.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that becomes a more prominent thing, if that goes away with the future of stuff. But as far as the agents for Google, if you know how Google works and has worked in other search engines, the way it has worked for 27 years or however long it's been around, they send out crawlers all over the web and it brings back the information. So this sounds like this is just a more optimized version of a crawler. And I don't know where I sit on it yet. There is very bad things that can happen. There are good things that can happen. And I guess we need to find out a little bit more on my side of things.
Yeah.
On whether that's just a super high end crawler. Is this going to cost me money? Is it going to be a tiered plan? I wonder how it's all going to work. And I don't think even Google has 100% of those answers yet. But that's all I can think of is when I think of crawlers, I think of little spiders going out and getting all that information. So am I going to get a Spider-Man spider or am I going to get a daddy long legs? That's kind of what I'm thinking when it comes to that kind of stuff.
True, true. And also for you guys, hey, you're free to chime in if you know something about this stuff. I mean, we just thought we'll start this AI discussion here because it is going to influence our lives. Who knows how long we have till Wall-E, till we just sit in a chair. And,
Great movie. Cried the first time I watched
you
it.
did cry about
I cried.
Really?
I was watching it like 2 o'clock in the morning for the first time. So
maybe on the weekend.
Yeah.
How old was your kid then?
Oh, I myself was probably 14.
Oh, right. Yeah, you were.
I was very young when I watched it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And that shows how old I am. I was most probably already retired the first time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that's all for us today. Just an idea, and just to start this off, this AI discussion. And I think we'll be back with that as soon as we know a lot more about, especially about what Google is doing, because that 90% of all the searches in the world are on Google and on YouTube, which is Google. So that will influence our lives pretty much, especially in the business world, but also in the private world. No doubt about it.
So yeah, not only are 90% of searches on Google, 97% of people that use Google use the first page and don't go to the second.
Yeah. And who knows if there's a first page or what the first page is going to look like.
Maybe we don't get the O's at the bottom anymore.
Yeah, great. Those guys tell me a lot of things about, I do not know.
Yeah, exactly.
But again, there's a comment section. So like and subscribe us. Thanks for watching. This is Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Hawaiian Shirt Friday. Tune in for the next edition of #HSF.
Hey, and if you want to post some pictures or something, on our Facebook,
tag us
with your favorite Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
Maybe with a favorite Hawaii, the Solo Cup. We should be using those next time.
Improvement already.
All right, good.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.